But what was up with the broken heart? I hit $1 million in revenue a few years after that photo. That's awesome. I felt great because what that afforded me to do as someone who was a high school dropout, didn't finish college after talking my way in, my education would be to join the YEO, Young Entrepreneur Organization. This global network, that would be my support, my learning, my education. You needed $1 million to get in, I joined, I felt awesome. Until I started talking to other entrepreneurs. I started realizing people had bigger businesses, sexier businesses than junk removal, $10 million, $100 million businesses, and I wanted that, and I felt bad. So the mistake I made was comparing myself to others. Terrible thing, if you've ever done it, I don't recommend it. So I was comparing myself to others, and I was feeling bad. But I had other things going on in my life for whatever reason. The therapist could probably tell me, but I had anxiety. I had panic attacks every single day for years and years. I had depression. Things weren't going well. And upon reflection, looking back, I think I was no longer this ADD, junk removal guy that started, well, still ADD, clearly, but I was not this guy that started this junk removal company who was a high school dropout. I was now actually a business owner. Employees, lots of trucks, but I still wasn't happy. And it's because I went from being a business owner to no longer being an entrepreneur or creator, and that didn't feel good. So what did I do? I learned in EO, when you're trying to solve a creative problem, what do? You take a retreat. So I went to a creative place, actually my parents' summer cottage on Bowen Island. I'm supposed to be over here. And I went to my parents' summer cottage and I sat down and I said, okay, I'm in a doom loop. Things aren't going well in my life. I don't know if I have the brains. I don't know if I have a business idea that could grow bigger. And I don't know if it's me that could build this. So what am I gonna do? So I pulled out a sheet of paper on that dock and I said, okay, 1 page, double-sided, I'm gonna write out what I could see if I decided to be an optimist and looked at pure possibility. 1 page, double-sided. If you've ever seen Jerry Maguire, it was a Jerry Maguire moment. Wrote out my manifesto, 1 page. We would be the FedEx of junk removal, and we would be on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Now, I take this painted picture and I'm going, okay, I'm willing to fail, to put it all on the line. I don't care what people think anymore. I'm not going to compare myself to others, and I'm going to share this painted picture with my world. So I start sharing the painted picture. People went into 2 camps. One camp said, Brian, you're smoking some hope dope. This isn't going to happen. And the other camp said, wow, I want to be a part of this. And those who wanted to be a part stayed. Many are still around, and we started to create this together. And what happened that I absolutely loved was everything in that painted picture. Top 30 metros, we hit the top 30 16 days before the 5-year deadline. We became the FedEx of junk removal, and we had 4.5 minutes of fame on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Now, when I look back, I go, did we crystal ball the future? Yeah, a little bit, but we found believers. We had people on board who were willing to fail with us.